Starting in laying down, finding your place, letting your legs separate, letting your arms resting, closing your eyes, connecting with your sensations. And as we said, just right at the start, having a bit sore muscles, a bit heavy muscles. It's a beautiful sign, you know you are alive and you have a body. We're kind of complaining immediately as when we feel something not so light like we like happiness, or this huge big word we call love. Putting this image in, it always needs to feel harmony. So finding yourself sensing and feeling. Beautiful sign. You are here walking on this lifetime, on this planet. Bringing this energy from this constant active mind. Bringing it inward and towards your physical body. Allowing yourself to feel. And as soon mind doesn't know there is a word for what you feel, kind of, doesn't exist, pushing it away. Mind is so limited. We can be creative in creating names. And there is so much more. Bon dia, Pedro. So letting yourself, including it all, what you feel, what you sense, without putting any name. Experiencing 1 hour of your life without being busy, putting names, marking it, boxing it in. Feeling this freedom in it, of being, this peace in it, of not being constant busy. While you start focusing on your breath, letting your breath growing fuller and stronger, and maybe you want to put one hand on your belly, one hand on your chest, to literally feel your own touch, to literally feel your physical body. And letting this belly moving, this chest moving, so you start filling your body from deep down with air, filling into your pelvis, belly, into your kidneys, chest, lungs, upper lungs, until you feel you are completely full. And when you feel you are full, you're filling even a tiny bit more, really letting yourself being even more full, abundance, overflowing. Holding your breath when you are full. And then you start exhaling from the top, so from your upper lungs, under your clavicular, into your chest, your lower lungs, your upper belly, middle belly, and deep down into your lower belly, as if you can squeeze yourself out. Exhaling completely. When you think you are empty, exhaling even a tiny bit more. The opposite side of abundance, emptiness, nothingness. Inhaling, filling, as if you can feel from your tips of your toes to your top of your head, to your fingertips, and finding your own round yogic breath, this breath of this wave. And you want to stay full in your belly when you start exhaling from your top. It is a bit of a funky way of breathing, We normally don't breathe like this. Pranayama is helping you to opening up these different ways of breath, opening up these energy lines called nadis in your body. So take pranayama as serious as you take your most exquisite asana, squeezing yourself. It is part of your yoga practice. When you don't practice pranayama, when you don't practice meditation, when you don't practice dhyana, concentration, you do not practice yoga. You're practicing physical exercising, which is different. So taking one last round with all your concentration, with all your dedication. And when you finished with your exhaling, bringing your arms next to your body, entering your natural breath, sensing, feeling. Can you feel any shift, any change? Noticing change. And with your next inhaling, bringing your arms over your head, closing your legs and giving yourself a sweet little stretching. So you're grabbing one wrist. Oh, maybe it moves into yawning. Maybe you want to opening your lips, becoming human. With this natural, spontaneous movements, unguarded, uncontrolled. Bending your knees towards your chest and holding your knees. Stay with your neck, stay down with your shoulders and giving yourself some movements, pushing your knees away and towards your chest. Pushing them away and towards your chest. One more time, pushing them away. Exhaling, lengthening your legs towards the ceiling, arms on your side, point with your toes. Exhaling, flexing your feet. Inhaling, pointing. Exhaling, flexing. Inhaling, point. Exhaling, flex. Stay with your feet flexed, rooting down from your seat and pushing with your heels, lowering down your right leg and holding it 2-3 centimeters over the floor, lifting both of your arms, making a fist and opening your hands, making a fist, opening your hands, and you breathe while you're holding your leg. Exhaling, making a fist, opening your hands. One more time, fist. Opening your hands, releasing your arms next to your side. Stay, one more breath. Inhaling, lifting your leg, hugging your knees towards your chest, rounding your spine, squeeze your back. And you bring your arms on your side, lengthening your legs. And one more time, playful, moving your hamstrings, your thighs, pointing with your toes. Exhaling, flexing, pointing. Exhaling, flex. And your breath is slow, so you don't want to run towards catching a metro or a bus. You want to slowing down. Inhaling. Exhaling. Stay with your toes pointed. Inhaling. Exhaling, lowering down your left leg, holding it 2-3 centimeters over the floor. And to make sure you're not holding with your arms, you're lifting your arms and you play with your joints, with your finger joints, with your wrists, with your elbows, and with your shoulders. Making some dance with your arms while you're holding your leg and you breathe deep, steady. One more deep inhaling. Exhaling, bringing your arms next to your body, lifting your leg, hugging your knees towards your chest, rounding your spine, bringing your hands on top of your knees and circling with your knees, pressing them gently so your big bone is moving and changing direction. Planting your left foot onto the floor, stay with your right knee. Pressing your left foot, press. Opening your right hip and planting your right foot on top of your left knee. Your left hand helps to stay with your left hip down. This has a tendency to lifting up, flexing your right foot. Where is this breath? Do you breathe still into your pelvis floor? Up under your clavicula, your whole body is breathing. Stay like this, or your right arm needles between your thighs, grabbing your left thigh or your left shin bone. Shoulders staying down, chin towards your sternum. Exhaling, lifting your head, squeeze yourself a tiny bit. Inhaling, releasing, stay with your right foot where it is. Releasing your arms next to your body, one-legged bridge. Rooting down from your left foot, lifting your hips. And to make sure you're not pressing with your arms, you're lifting your arms, playing, bringing them over your head and back next to your body while you're coming back down onto the floor, releasing your right foot and walk with your right foot to the outside of your mat. Oops. Thank you. Was falling. Sorry, people. I'm just arranging it in a second. And you're rotating your right knee towards your left side, planting your left foot on top of your right knee, internal rotation of your hip. So your foot walks towards the outer edge of your mat, walking, rotating inward, opening your arms towards the side and gazing opposite side. Bring den Fuß noch ein bisschen und dann lass das Knie hier auf dem Boden. Genau. Sollte hier einen wunderschönen Stretchy geben. Raise. And Ray, you're doing it the wrong side, the opposite side. So you walk this foot. No. Right? This foot here. This knee here. Yeah. Inhaling, coming back into your neutral. And from here, you're planting both feet onto the floor, hip widths apart. And you want to bring both hips lifting up in your bridge, lifting up, feet parallel. Exhaling, coming back down onto the floor, and you're hugging your right knee towards your left knee, sorry, the other side, your left knee towards your chest. Your right foot stays onto the floor. Bring your right foot in line with your hip. Bring your right foot, bend it on the floor. You want to open your hip. And then you want to exhaling and opening your hip. So your left foot flows, your left leg flows towards the side, and you're planting your left foot on top of your right knee. Helping with your right hand, pressing your right hip down, flexing your left foot, protecting your knee. Please stay here, or you needle your left arm between your thighs, grabbing your thigh, or grabbing your shin bone. You want to stay with your shoulders, releasing chin towards your sternum, long neck, releasing your shoulders, and a gentle pull. Inhaling, exhaling, pulling this figure forward towards your chest, lifting your shoulders, lifting your nose, squeeze yourself. Inhaling, planting your right foot back onto the floor. Your left foot stays over your knee. One-legged bridge, you're rooting down from your right. Imagine there is a thread pulling you up from your center of your belly, 2-3 centimeters below your belly button. Inhaling, lifting your arms over your head. Exhaling. Inhaling, lifting a tiny bit higher. Exhaling, coming back down. Arms, spine back onto the floor. Releasing your left foot. Walking your left foot towards the outer edge of your mat. Turning your left knee towards your right. Internal rotation, opening your arms like a T and gaze the opposite side where your knee is. You do it super gentle with your head. Okay. One more deep inhaling. With your exhaling, coming back in your center, planting both feet onto the floor, hip width apart, lifting your hips in a bridge, and you're bringing your arms over your head. Inhaling, lifting a tiny bit higher. Stay with your arms where they are. Stay with your arms where they are. You're gonna opening, bring them over your head onto the floor. Exhaling, rolling down onto your spine, vertebra for vertebra, a gentle stretch in your armpits, in your shoulders. Exhaling, releasing your legs, lengthening your legs. Inhaling, lifting your left leg and your right arm meeting in your center. Exhaling, release. Lifting your left arm and your right leg. Exhaling, release. Inhaling, opposite side. Exhaling down. Inhaling. It's not important that your finger meeting your toes. Doesn't matter. You want to inhaling, lifting, exhaling, coming down. Inhaling, lifting, and you can stay working like this, or if you would like, you can speeding up. Kundalini is breathing, so you want to deepen your breath and you're lifting up, exhaling down, inhaling up, exhaling down, in, up, exhale down. Deepening your breath. It is working with your breath. When you're working with strength, you do 2, 3, and you can't do more. Inhaling up, exhaling down. One more time, each side. And releasing, letting go. Feeling this energy moving. Bending your knees towards your chest, bringing your hands under your knees and gently start rock and roll on your spine, giving yourself a sweet, nice little massage and saying good morning to every little corner. If you don't want to do rock and rolls, you always can come onto the side and then you're coming up. And your next time with your inhaling, finding your sits bones, hugging your knees towards your chest, releasing yourself forward. Is your mind busy, criticizing, complaining? Breathe deeper, fuller. Inhaling, bringing your hands under your knees in line with your chest, pointing with your balls of your feet, rolling back your shoulders, and lengthening both of your legs. Stay or liberating your arms. Breathe, smiling, hugging this universe, these stars, moon, all these other planets. Breathe, sitting in your boat on this big, big ocean. Exhaling, release, hugging your knees towards your chest. And planting both of your feet onto the floor, lengthening your spine, hugging with your left arm, both of your knees, right arm twisting around, and planting your fingertips, pressing your feet, holding your knees, gaze. Link back into your new pressing your sits bones, lengthening spine. Inhaling, coming back into your neutral, gently letting your knees opening, bringing your arms between, under your calf muscles, grab your fingers, your index, your thumb, and from here with one breath, you want lotus flower, staying here, closing your eyes. And maybe there is something spontaneous popping up in your mind. You're constantly pushing away. You don't want, I don't like, it should be different. Bring it in. Compassion. Lotus flower is the symbol of compassion, growing deeply out of mud, creating this amazing, beautiful flower you are. Stay balancing on your sits bones, bringing your arms around, hugging your knees towards your chest. One more bout. Lengthen your legs. Breathe, bringing your arms over your head and slowly lowering down your legs, coming on your seat, lengthening, flexing your feet, folding forward with your exhaling, inhaling. Imagine you're pulling the energy along your legs, over your head, in, folding forward as you can lasso your feet. Inhaling. Keep on moving. Inhaling. Exhaling one more time. Inhaling. Exhaling, folding forward and staying here, letting go like we do in Yin Yoga. Letting go this form, feeling yours from the inside, feeling these tendons, these ligaments, your fascia softening. Gravity pulling you down. Bringing energy back into your toes, into your leg, coming back into your sitting, your hands under your shoulders, bending your knees and plant your feet where your knees has been. So you bend one knee, planting your foot exactly where your knee is. And then from here, the other knee, hip width apart, hands, toe, fingers pointing towards your heels with your inhaling, lifting your hips, inhaling, exhaling, letting yourself sliding through your legs, lengthening, inhaling, lifting up, exhaling, sliding through, inhaling, lifting, exhaling, inhaling, lifting. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling. One more time. Inhaling, lift, staying here. Bring a big smile in your heart. A big smile in your belly. And you want to have your neck nice and long, that you do not squeeze in your throat. Taking a nice little big like inhaling. Exhaling, coming down onto the floor, swinging your legs around, planting your hands, finding your tabletop, knees hip width apart, hands under your shoulders, and you want to stay with your hips over your knees, walking your arms forward in your puppy pose, spreading your fingers like you're pushing with your seat, activating your Mula Bandha. Breathe, opening your armpits, giving yourself a sweet stretching. Releasing your elbows, sliding between your arms, elbows under your shoulders, fingers spreading wide, making sure you do not fall into your shoulders, lifting yourself up. Hands pressing down, 10 toes flat onto the floor, belly button, pubic bone, and you wanna toning up a tiny bit. You're pressing your hands, pressing your 10 toes flat into the floor, and you're lifting your hips, your thighs, gaze towards your toes, releasing your neck. Breathe. Your 10 toes, elbows, fingers. Inhaling, releasing with your exhaling, pulling your hands towards your heart, lifting your elbows, rolling back your shoulders. Breathe. Exhaling, coming down, planting your hands, curling your toes, lifting your seat, downward facing dog, paddling with your feet, warming your hamstrings, spreading your fingers wide. Inhaling, lifting your right leg towards the ceiling. Exhaling, bending your knee, coming in your high plank and your right knee on the outside of your right elbow. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, you want to breathe deep. Exhaling your knee. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, 3 times right and 3 times in your center. Inhaling, lifting. Exhaling, your knee in your center. Inhaling and bringing your right knee on the outside of your left elbow. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. And you stay. Exhaling. Bringing your knee on your elbow. And from here, you're lengthening your leg, planting your foot, planting your right hand into the floor. What we've done yesterday, flipping yourself open. Breath. Breathe. Exhaling, planting your left hand, and you want to lowering down on the side of your leg. So your left leg lengthening, your right leg is on the side, turning your torso towards the floor, both hands pressing, feeling this nice little stretch here on your IT band. Breathe. You stay, or maybe you have a bit more space and you can come down onto your elbows, rolling back your shoulders. Anastasia, making sure your shoulders are down. Don't lift your shoulders so much. Yes, breathe. So you can stay here, or maybe there is even a bit more space. You're opening your arms and you want to bring your chest towards the floor, opening your arms, and you gaze the opposite arm where your leg is open. Gaze here that you do not hurt your neck. Breath. Supine stretch is very helpful for your surfing. Breath, your belly. Breathe. Stay on your elbows. It's really completely fine, Elena. Breathe. Breathe. Inhaling. And from here, you wanna coming back, bringing your hands under your shoulders, curling your back toes under, gazing forward and swing your leg back, finding your high plank. Exhaling, releasing your knees, your toes, elbows glued to your body, chin chest meeting the floor. Inhaling, rolling back your shoulders, flowing your mini cobra, rise higher. Exhaling in your downward facing dog, shaking your head, playing with your face, becoming an animal, really like, come on, I get this, don't move again. Be an inspiration by these people at how breathe, every spreading your index finger, rolling back your shoulders, stepping your feet together, your inhaling your left leg, and you work your breath, bending your knees, slowing down, inhaling, lifting up, and you can bring your knee down, and you can work like this. When it's heavy, working like this. And you 3 times outside, 3 times in your center, inhaling. And Sasha, let yourself gazing forward from your when you're coming forward. Bending your knee, gazing along spine. This is it. Expanding, exhaling. This is it. Inhale. Sweet other side, crossing over. When you are ready, you stay. So your knee hold on your elbow. Breathe. And then your leg towards lifting up. Breathe open. Breathe. Bist du Platz? Oder dreh dich vielleicht. No, 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 Sasha, you stay. No, 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 we arrange space. Breathe. Inhaling, exhaling, planting both your hands onto the floor and lowering down on the outside. Scissoring your legs, really giving yourself towards the floor. Stay a sweet twisting. You stay and you're lowering down. And continuously breathing. Some people are tighter in their structure. This is constitution. You are born like this. What do you want to do? Throwing it out of the way or accepting it? Breathe. Some people can work as hard as possible, and it is constitution. There are limitations we are all facing in life. Free spirit squeezed into a human body. There is limitation. Learning to love these limitations. Breathe, mind, heart, being free and limited at the same time. Breath, one more deep breath. And you gently and slowly unwriggling your pose, coming back with your hands, curling your back toes, lifting yourself up, step in your high plank, your knees, your toes, chin, chest, elbows glued to your body, 10 toes, breathing. Inhaling, spreading your fingers, Eva. Exhaling, lifting your seat in your downward facing dog. Breathe. Bending your knees, gaze between your hands. Please listen. You want to jumping on the outside of your hands, opening your feet 45 degrees. So your heels gently pointing inside and you're lowering down, bringing both elbows next to it. Please come higher when you need. Please use a block. Ray, bring it under your seat. Breathe. And you want to open your feet a tiny bit further towards the side. Bring them towards the side, further, further. I know your head, but you're helping yourself when you bring your foot even a tiny bit more. Open your feet. This is it. Breathe. And you can come and sit on your block, doesn't matter. People with hips issues, support yourself. And from here, we want to work a tiny bit. You're reaching forward from your arms, coming halfway, creating a table parallel. Your feet, inhaling halfway. In lengthening, right hand grabbing your left wrist, reaching towards the side. Inhaling. Halfway, lower, creating a table, opening your feet and releasing in between. Inhaling, lifting, parallel your feet. Halfway, shoulders, lengthening opposite side. Exhaling. Inhaling. Inhaling, lower, opening your feet, go in your own rhythm consciously. I'm just repeating, inhaling parallel, halfway. When you have another rhythm, please follow. Exhale. Inhaling your last round. Halfway. Lengthening and inhaling. Stay. Exhaling. Bringing your arms on your side. Heel, toe, your feet together. Tadasana. Bringing your arms over your head. And from here, you're lifting your heels, balancing on your balls of your feet, releasing your shoulders. Exhaling, bending your knees slightly. Inhaling, lengthening, working your core. Exhaling, inhaling. Inhaling one more time, stay, turning to your right side and letting your arms opening towards the side, balancing on your balls. Breath. Inhaling folds of your feet. Exhaling. Inhaling, coming back in your neutral, releasing your heels, bringing your arms back on your side and swinging a bit forward and back, playing with your balance, maybe reaching this maximum that you play with falling and finding some circles, these sweet little feet constantly carrying us, changing direction. Finding back in your neutral, inhaling your arms. Exhaling, diving forward, bending your knees, stepping your right foot back into your long runner's lunge, gazing forward. Exhaling, stepping back, downward facing dog. Inhaling, high plank. Exhaling, knees chain chest, or taking your own variation. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhaling, spreading your fingers. Maria, rolling back your shoulders. Exhaling, lifting your seat downward, facing dog. Inhaling, right leg towards the ceiling, stepping your right foot between your hands, opening your back foot 45 degrees, left arm reaches forward, windmill back, finding your second warrior. Breathe. Your hips should be nice and warm. Your arms, letting your arms become wings from an eagle, lengthening with your inhaling, exhaling, bending. Inhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Stay palm of your hand flipping open in your reverse warrior. Stay bending your knee. Eva bending your front knee. Martina bending your front knee. Breathe. Jenny bending your front knee a tiny bit more. Inhaling, coming back in your second warrior, turning your hips 45 degrees forward, interlacing your fingers in your back. Inhaling, humbled warrior. Exhaling, folding forward, nice long spine, your back foot pressing into the floor. Breathe, bending your front knee, Sasha. Breathe. And from here, you're releasing your arms, bringing your arms on the inside of your foot needle, your left arm under your left knee. Maybe you can find a bind and opening up. Breathe. You stay. Der Arm, nee, der andere. Der. Ja, bending your knee. Der Arm. Nee. Ich habe meine Maske nicht. Eva, der da rein, unter deinen, und so. Nein, hinterm Rücken. Das geht nicht. Doch, das geht so. Breathe. Geht nicht, gibt's nicht. Breathe. Inhaling. Exhaling. Maybe it takes a tiny bit longer. Releasing your hands onto the floor. Gazing forward with your inhaling. Exhaling. Stepping back. Downward facing dog. Taking a vinyasa. Inhaling high plank. Exhaling. Knees, chin, chest. Eva, knees. Gazing forward. And you want to bending your elbows. Inhaling, elbows glued to your body. Exhaling, lifting your seat in your downward facing dog. Breathe, shaking your head. Playing with your face. Breathe. Finding harmony in your down dog. Your fingers pressing wide. Stay. Bending your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, walking, stepping forward between your hands, inhaling, rising halfway, exhaling, folding, Uttanasana, one breath in your standing, inhaling, exhaling, your prayer, Tadasana, arms on your side. Can you feel your feet, your toes, your heels, the side of your feet, and the inside where this nice little arch is. So lifting this arch energetically, feeling this inside of your thighs and in your pelvis floor. Mula Bandha. Arms on your side, sweep your arms over your head, folding forward, bending your knees, stepping. We did start with right, isn't it? Stepping your left foot back, long runners lunge, inhaling, exhaling, stepping back in your downward facing dog, taking a vinyasa, inhaling high plank, choose, Eva, knees, gazing forward, elbows glued to your body, glue these elbows, inhaling, sneaking forward. This looks better. Exhaling in your downward facing dog, stepping your feet together, your left leg, inhaling, exhaling, stepping your left foot between your hands, open your right foot 45 degrees, reaching forward from your right arm. When you windmill back, you're opening your torso, opening your hip. Breathe. This hip, breathe. Pointing back. This is it. Bending your front knee. Breath. Staying one more breath. And then you want to start working, lengthening your legs, arms over your head, in, shoulders softening. Exhale. Inhaling, drinking in this energy from Mother Earth. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhaling. Exhaling. exhaling, stay, breathe. Raise, palm of your hand flipping open in your reverse. Warrior, breathe. Bend your front knee, right. This is it. Inhaling, coming back in your second warrior. And you're interlacing your fingers in your back, opening your chest, coming halfway forward, exhaling, folding forward. In your humbled warrior, breathe. Stay, maybe you want to try finding a bind, both arms inside of your legs. Needling your right arm under your knee, finding a bind, breathe. Breathe. The other side, this arm, needles. Yes, this is it. This is it, exactly. And you want to open your chest. Opening your chest, it doesn't matter how far you come, bending this front knee. Breathe. Inhaling. Exhaling, releasing, planting both hands onto the floor, stepping back, downward, facing dog. Please sense yourself finding a vinyasa or stay in your down dog, child pose, always available. Breathe. Breathe. Stay in your child pose or let's join in downward facing dog. Ich habe meine Maske nicht mitgebracht. Guck noch mal kurz in deine Halbling. Du machst Chaturanga, ne? Oder du arbeitest dran. Wenn du kannst immer deine Knie leicht anbeugen und dann von hier hältst du dich, die Zehen aufgestellt und dann ziehst du dich nach vorne. Da kriegst du die Bewegung besser. Halt. Und dann von deinen Zehen nach vorne schieben. Breathe. Let's do downward facing dog. You want to shaking a bit yourself out in your neck. Breathe, making funky faces, funky noises. Nourishing yourself. Come on, breathe. Spreading your fingers wide. Breathe, bending your knees, gaze between your hands, hopping, stepping, walking forward between your hands, inhaling, coming halfway, folding forward, exhaling, one breath in your standing. Bring your prayer in front of your chest, releasing your arms, Tadasana. Taking a balancing pose, you want to step your feet together, making sure your hips are over your feet so you do not fall into your lower back. You're bringing your belly in, tailbone between your heels, lengthening, bringing your weight towards your left side and your right knee is lifting up. Hands under your knee. You can support yourself like this. Inhaling, lengthening. Exhaling, pointing your toes. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more time. Inhaling. Stay. Hands, hips, arms. Breath. Inhaling, bending your knee towards your chest and bending your standing knee, opening your hip, planting your foot on top, hands in front of your chest. You want to lowering down gently, pushing with your hips, lowering down. That you can bring your elbows in front. Maybe you can releasing your arms and you're lengthening your legs in a one-legged Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhaling, bending your knee, gazing forward. People, if you would like to challenge yourself, you can try coming into an arm balance. From here, you're planting your hands. People who don't want to do arm balance, please come and stay here for a while, balancing. This is a really nice pose. Or you want to come in your arm balance. So you're spreading your fingers, planting your hands, and you bring your shin bone square on your elbows, gazing forward. And from here, you're daring to lifting your back leg and stretching it out. I did hurt my shoulder. I'm not strong enough today. You want to stretch your leg, stretching this back leg. And Sasha, when you allow yourself gazing forward a tiny bit more, it's easier. When you look between on the floor, it's difficult. You want to gazing forward. And from here, you're pushing this leg. You connect with your chest. When you gaze onto the floor, it's difficult. You have too much weight on your hands. You really find this. And everyone coming up in your standing, bringing your arms on your side, taking an in-breath. Exhaling, release. And you want to lifting your left knee, holding it. Hands under your knee, stay. Release shoulders, right. Inhaling. Inhaling, if I see that you do not leaning back, bring your weight over your foot. Inhaling, this is it. Exhale. One more time. Stay holding your leg. You can stay here, hands on your hips, arms, releasing shoulders. Do not lean back. Yes, from your core, you're lifting. One more inhaling. Bending your knee towards your chest. Gently bending your standing knee. Opening your hip, planting your foot. It's a beautiful pose to hang out here. Breathe. You don't need to go further. Or you're bending your knees, trying to bring your elbows in front. Release your hands and folding forward. This is a good preparation for your arm balance when you want to do. You first want to find the freedom in your inner groins. Breathe. Then you're bending your knee, gazing forward, planting your hands in front of you. Try to connect with your sternum and your heel. Breathe. This is it. Look at this. Beautiful. Breathe. And connect with your belly, then you can jumping back. Breathe. Connect with your sternum. Yeah, I know it's super slippery. Yeah, super slippery, I know. Breathe. And in any way, wherever you are, coming back in your standing, bringing your arms on your side, sweep your arms. Exhaling, folding forward, bending your knees, one Uttanasana for integration. Sorry, releasing your bending your knees, right. Breathe. Bringing your hands in front of your chest, turning to your left side. You can stay here, or you're lowering down, right elbow outside, left knee, both hands meeting, opening your arms like wings. Breathe. This is it, Jenny. Breathe. Pressing your knees, bending your knees a tiny bit more, lowering your seat. Breathe. Inhaling. Exhaling, bringing your hands back and lengthening from your feet. Exhaling, folding forward, stepping your feet, Elena. Uttanasana, inhaling, rounding back your shoulders. Long spine, belly in, breathe. Exhaling, your hands turning to your right side, stay or lowering down from your elbows. Opening arms like wings. One more inhaling. Exhaling, bringing your prayer in front of your chest, lengthening from your feet, really, you're drinking in this energy in. Exhaling, folding forward, bending your knees, lifting your heels and balancing on your balls of your feet, hands, index, finger and thumb. And releasing down onto your knees. I would like to give time for people who would like to practice headstand. I'm very happy to explain how we do the tripod headstand step by step. There are maybe some people in the room already practicing headstand. You don't need to do headstand. You always can choose taking another variation of an inversion, grabbing your block, turning around, bringing your hips on top of your block and staying here. Only making sure, like me right now, I put it too high. It's not very comfortable. You need to come on your bony part. Or you take any inversion you would like to do. We have a couple of minutes. People who would like to start practicing your tripod headstand, maybe you want to look, observe, and then we do it all together. You start kneeling, long spine, shoulders, spreading fingers, your thumbs under your knees. Pulling your hands towards your heart. You want to opening your chest, a long spine, folding forward, forehead. You don't want to move your hands, so you stay with your hands where they are, elbows glued to your body. You're lifting your seat, and this is a really beautiful way to give yourself a bit of a massage of your top of your head. When you only do this, this is already a wonderful preparation. You find your platform, curling your toes, lifting your seat. Your hands do not move, elbows pointing. Walking your toes towards your hands and you bring your knees on top of your elbows. Staying here, this headstand. Or with your belly, you're bringing your knees up and finding your headstand. When you're ready, you can jumping back, come in your Chaturanga Dandasana if you would like. Let's do. Come on, knees, or you stay in your practice. Please don't follow when you have your own. Spreading fingers, your thumbs. Let's give it a go. Pulling your hands, opening your chest. Exhaling, folding forward, forehead meets the floor. You don't move your hands now. Lifting your seat, finding yourself, rocking forward, rocking back. When you feel, ay, 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 my poor little head, you can fold your mat. Ray, you did move your hands. This is well observed. Curling your toes under, lifting your seat. Jenny, lifting your seat, curling your toes. Ray, you need to bring your hands closer to your knees. This doesn't make sense what you do. Lifting, lifting. I need to grab my mask. Everyone ready if you would like? please find your child pose. I want to help you. There is this platform, this part, not too far and not too much. There is a bit of a platform, trust me. Elbows. Walking, bring your knees on top of your elbows. Bring your knees on top of your elbows. Don't try to come up. This is it. And then this is the first step you want to do. And you really practice this for a while until you find this length and you bring your knee on top of your elbows. And balancing. And David, try to bring really your knees on top of your elbows. You're letting your knees slipping apart. Hands closer. Too close, spreading. Sorry, people, we do follow in a second. Yes, you know. Yeah. Please come, everyone, in child pose. Softening, people at home, please come in child pose, whatever you've done. Bring your fingers, meeting your toes, rounding your spine. Tucking your tailbone in, rolling up your spine, vertebra for vertebra, your shoulders rolling back and down. Sitting on your side, swing your legs in front, pushing with your hands. One Paschimottanasana, inhaling. Remember, you always can fold in your knees, folding forward. Integration. Breath. Releasing your neck. Breath. Inhaling, gazing forward, coming back in your sitting. What we've done yesterday, your elbows glued to your body, marching forward. Today we only march forward on the first three quarters of your mat. I promised we finish on time. Bending your knees, reaching forward, and you're rolling gently in 5 steps. Inhaling. Exhale. Inhaling, coming back. Exhaling. Inhaling, coming back. Exhaling, finding your shoulders, arms over your head, lengthening your legs. And with your legs nice and long, you're coming back in your sitting. Opening, exhaling, folding forward. One more time with your legs nice and long. Exhaling, arms over your head. When it's too much with your legs long, bending your knees, you want to coming back one more time in your sitting. Exhale. Inhaling and exhaling in your well-deserved Shavasana, letting your legs sliding open, your arms next to your body, closing your eyes, wetting your lips with your tongue, and swallow, squeezing your face, making your face very, 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 very small, and letting go with your making a fist with your hands and bringing all the energy in your arms, in your shoulders. Really squeeze your torso, squeeze, 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 exhaling. Curling your toes in and squeezing from your feet into your hips and bringing it all into your whole body, your face, your hands, all, exhaling. Soft. Shavasana, corpse pose. pose of meditation, of integration. Do you hold in any place, in your heart, in your fingers, in your mind? If the mountain seems too big today, then climb a hill instead. If the morning brings you sadness, it's okay to stay in bed. If the day ahead weighs heavy and your plans feel like a curse, there's no shame in rearranging. Don't make yourself feel worse. If a shower stinks like needles and the bath feels like you'll drown, if you haven't washed your hair for days, don't throw away your crown. A day is not a lifetime, a rest is not defeat. Don't think of it as failure, just a quiet, kind retreat. It's okay to take a moment from an anxious, fractured mind. The world will not stop turning while you get realigned. The mountain will still be there when you want to try again. You can climb it in your own time. Just love yourself till then. And gently and softly, letting your breath growing stronger. Your toes start to play. Your fingers start to wriggle. Finding these movements you feel good for you to come back in, moving body. Bending your knees towards your chest and flow to your right side when you feel ready. Bring your left hand in front of your chest and press yourself up to find a comfortable seat. Kneeling, cross-legged, lotus, hands in front of your chest, closing your eyes. And finding this gratitude for your life, for your health and for your strength. To being here in this lifetime, having this exquisite experience, being alive, having a body, being faced by challenges, by opening yourself up. Whatever there is right now in your life, challenging, dark, heavy, let it be. And to finish and seal this practice, let's take one deep, long sounding starting together, inhaling. Thank you for practicing yoga with me this morning. Have a beautiful day. Namaste. Thank you very much for joining. Thanks people coming from the outside joining in. Thanks people at home. Thank you so much.